Woo. Welcome. Oh, something got it. Something is making me kind of feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh, that's me. It's on the video. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, that is so weird. Okay, I'm just going to start my Christmas tree up finally. Ooh. Not that it's finally, it's still kind of early, I guess, but I did plan to have it up earlier this year. I mean, earlier this month. I put it up last night and I love it. Do you love Christmas trees? I love Christmas decorations. I love Christmas songs. I love all the Christmas stuff. That is me, for sure. I definitely love Christmas stuff, and I definitely love Christmas songs. So I'm just starting to share it on Facebook. Welcome to day number 2 of 7 secrets to living with vibrant energy, health, and youthful aging in midlife and beyond. Today we're talking about the food. Now I'm trying not to make these too long, so I want to kind of make them around 10-12 minutes, but the food part, I have to say, that's probably the toughest thing for me. Hi. Okay, now I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on Facebook and on YouTube, so welcome for those watching me on Facebook. If you're watching the replay or live, of course, please make sure to say hello. Give me a like, give me a love, comment below. It really helps my videos to be seen, no matter what platform they're on. I really appreciate it, and also let me know that you've watched. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna, on my personal profile, I'm just gonna share this into my Facebook group, Women Creating Healthy Lives. Now, I have to admit, the Facebook groups are not the posts are not being seen like they used to. So it's been quite frustrating knowing that things are really changing, but Facebook, it's a free platform, so we can't really control it. And that's kind of the way it goes. So we have to kind of put up with whatever happens. 7 secrets to vibrant energy, health, and youthful aging. There we go. Number 2, the food. So when you're watching the replay, let me know what confusion you have over the food. There is so much conflicting information out there, and I know it gets really confusing. And that's what I find when I work with women. They come to me really with okay, this is what I'm doing, and I thought it was really good. It should be really good. So why, am I still low on energy, or why am I not losing the weight? Kind of like that, what's going on? Now, there is not that there's a difference between what you eat if you want to lose weight in midlife, or you just want to be healthy. And remember, first, we always focus on health, right? It's always health first, always, always, always. Because you can lose weight, but you can do it in an unhealthy way, but that's not what you want to do, right? Especially in this midlife phase. It is crucial to focus on your health, because things aren't magically going to get better. It's not like you're in your 20s, 30s, or even early 40s before. And I really want you to get in that. It's not about shaming you or making you feel depressed because we are aging. We are at that age, right? No. Take control. Change your thoughts. Change your perception. I have all the power, right? This is what you'd be saying to yourself, right? I have the power. I'm in control. I get to feel good. I get to feed and fuel my body the nutrients that it really requires. I get to, and I'm choosing to. And watch where your mind and your thoughts and your feelings go. Hi, Joan. When you are thinking, I really need to eat better. I need to eat better. I know I do, but what are some of the excuses? What are some of the things you tell yourself? That's where the problem lies. Now, yes, there are certain things that people may be like, well, I'm doing this. Isn't this healthy? And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I really would love that if you guys are watching the replay of the live, to comment below and let me know what things trip you up, because it's very true. There's some things that other coaches will say, do this, right? Personal trainers, health coaches. And then you're like, well, okay, so-and-so says this, and then you're saying this, right? Like, I know it's Some people are like, no, I won't have oil at all. I'm not going to use oil. And other people are like, no, I'm focusing on good fats, like, especially if you're keto, right? So it's like, what's right? There's so much confusing information out there. And for one thing, what I just want to say too is they talk a lot about keto for midlife, and that's the best way to lose weight and all this. I mean, I couldn't go meat keto. I can go more of a keto, which I probably kind of do, but I eat good healthy fats and I eat plant-based, more plant-based, right? So there's different ways of doing something. And I think that's what confuses a lot of people is they're trying to do it one specific way. So if you're trying to eat one specific way because someone else did and they had success, or there's some doctor or health coach saying this is the best way, this is what will help you lose the weight, or this is what will help you with this and that, right? Be wary if they're really promoting just one way, because there isn't one way that's going to work for everyone. But what I want you to know is there are healthy foods. There are healthy foods. And really, it's about eating more of the really healthy foods and eating less of the unhealthy foods. If you want to break it down to its simplest form, that's what it is. I'm going to choose to eat more healthy foods, and I'm going to choose to eat less healthy foods. Okay, so if you're focusing on, though, let's say weight loss in this midlife phase, oatmeal, bananas, grapes, fruit on their own is not the way. You wouldn't want to eat those things consistently, okay? You wouldn't want to be focused just on protein, right? A protein with almond milk and protein powder with almond milk in the morning. Like, I know some people say this is healthy. This is what you need to do. You need to have good lean protein and low on starchy carbohydrates, right? Low on carbs. Well, that doesn't give you enough information. Because if you just do that, then what are you really eating, right? So we want to get back to what types of food what are in the foods that I am eating. And I know I've talked about this before, so you guys, it's total repeat, but you need to be reminded properly. I mean, probably. And you know that if you know this, but you can't stick with something, you're like, I know this and I know it, but I keep going off because I like these other foods, because I go out with friends, because the holidays are here. That's a mindset. I want to tell you right now. So what are you doing to work through those limiting beliefs, those old patterns, behaviors? What are you doing consistently? Because that is a mindset issue. That's not a food issue. If you really do know the foods you should be eating, but are not, then that is something you need to deal with, because that's my new program, Body Love. It is that program. Truly. If you are somebody who can't stay consistent, on again, off again, you're a little unsure of the foods, but you don't feel you have enough time to really learn them, you're kind of confused, but you don't want to spend a lot of time, then get in this Body Love program. I cannot stress it enough. Right? Be guided through it's more than 30 days, because we're going to take a little bit of time off on Christmas. And then you're also going to be added an extra week, because it was starting this Saturday, but this is just pre-work because I want to get more people in the program and more time to promote it. Gotta let my dog in because he is a nuisance. Come on. When I get on a video, he's got to act strange and go outside, and then he wants in about 2 minutes later. Okay. So some of the basics on the food. It's about eating more foods that are nutrient dense, that contain vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, right? Good lean proteins. Amino acids are the building blocks to protein. So amino acids are in mostly all foods. So I don't want you just focusing on, I need just this number of protein, this number of carbohydrates, and this amount of fat, because that doesn't help you with what exact foods you should be eating, right? Greens, vegetables, and I'm talking the green, the starchy vegetables are okay in moderation, right? Like, so if you have potatoes one night, if you do, that's not your vegetable. Potatoes, I just think if potatoes are on my plate, I have a lot of vegetables next to them, okay? So if you're looking at your plate, your dinner plate, you want to have more vegetables and greens than anything else, You don't want a big piece of meat and a tiny little bit of vegetables, right? You want the opposite. You want way more vegetables and a little bit of meat. If you have meat, if you consume meat, And if you consume meat that is factory from like conventional from a grocery store, that's not organic, local, grass-fed, all of those things, then I really encourage you to greatly decrease that or stop eating it completely and go to the meat that's more ethically done. Okay, seriously, they put in so many growth hormones and so many antibiotics and so much stuff that gets into your body and screws up your body. So it leads to a toxic body. It leads you to holding on to fat, growth hormones. So you're going to get bigger, and you as a person are going to grow bigger and fatter. And I know you don't want that. That's a big problem with all those animals are being fed genetically modified grains, which is really bad for us. Okay, so really pay attention to where you're buying your foods. If you're buying meat, how that meat was treated, what's in, the animals. I cannot stress that enough. This makes a huge difference. Also, I want you to look at if you drink bottled water, anything plastic, don't use the microwave. Plastics give off chemicals that can be called xenoestrogens. They mimic estrogen in the body. And the bad thing about that is when you get these like kind of fake estrogens in your body, well, they are seen as estrogens, but they don't have a positive effect. They're the bad estrogens. And so your body, there again, they play around with your hormone balance, right? They play around with your hormone balance. And when you have too much estrogen, things like a lot of body fat, a lot of other symptoms, maybe fibroids. So the thing is that food is the number one most important thing you should be focusing on in your life, basically, in your life, because food can be your, what is that one quote by Anne Wigmore? Oh, I wish there's a quote by her that's really good. I wish I had it. But food can be your medicine or it can lead to death. I can't remember what the quote is, but that's truly it. Food can lead to a toxic body. It can lead to the breakdown of your organs, cells, your whole body. It affects it affects your emotions too, because those are hormones, right? So when we're dealing with, you want to be eating foods, nutrients that feed and fuel your cells at the cellular level, but also which are your glands are made up of cells, right? Because especially for women in midlife and beyond, you don't want these chemicals to be coming into your body and screwing around with your hormone balance. I know that is why there's so many women who go through now perimenopause and feel so bad or having huge problems, right? So I want you to look for what minerals, what are there in the food I'm eating contain minerals, vitamins, amino acids, essential fatty acids. You can Google all of that, you guys. You can Google it. Don't say, I don't know. Just try looking it up, right? Quick and easy on Google. The broccoli, the cauliflower, the cabbage, the green beans, the asparagus, the Brussels sprouts, right? Things like that. There's so many vegetables and so many foods, right? But if you consume a lot of foods that have no nutrients, but are filling, right? I remember growing up, it's like, eat, are you hungry? We'll eat, fill up on this food. Let's fill up on bread. Let's fill up on pasta. Let's fill up on potatoes, right? Filling, so you feel full. But that's not what we want to focus on. We want to focus on is the food that I'm eating nutrient dense. And so when I start working with clients and they're consuming like a salad a day or two and a lot more vegetables, it's funny because often they're like their salads are quite small or their salads are just leafy greens and they don't have a lot of other ingredients in. And I'm like, okay, you need to load that salad up. That salad needs to be like a meal. And if you're following me on Facebook, you'll see that I've been adding some videos and posts on how I do my food and all the things that I have in my salads, because you want to have a wide variety of things in your meals during the day, not just like chicken and maybe a tiny bit of broccoli. And then the morning you had, for one, you don't want oatmeal if you're trying to lose weight, but it's not that it's so bad on its own. But anyways, you want to focus on like blueberries would be a good fruit to have. You can have a bit of fruit in your smoothies and just make sure you're also having fresh greens, maybe some super powdered green powders that are very high in minerals and trace minerals and good lean proteins, plant-based proteins, and chlorophyll, all these things that help detoxify our body, help more energy, give us more energy, help decrease inflammation, strengthen our immune system. So food, strengthens your immune system. Food helps feed your glands and produce your hormones so you feel more balanced, right? Food helps give you energy. Certain foods give you energy. There's foods that decrease energy. There's foods that cause inflammation in the body. And there's foods that lead to illness and disease within your body, lead to oxidation in your body, right? So if you look up highly acidic foods, you want to stay away mostly from highly acidic foods or have very, very, as a treat, moderation, sugar, alcohol, coffee. Now, I do have all of those things. I just make sure that in a day, I have a lot more of the good, healthy foods. And this is the trick. It's not about, oh my God, you mean I can never have chocolate again, or I can never have a drink again? It's not about that. It's about, I want to make sure that during my day, I'm getting a ton of really high quality, nutrient dense foods. Because I may want a brownie tonight. I may want a drink of wine tonight. I may want one of those things. But if you're going through your day, not paying attention and just working, running around, busy, forgetting to eat or grabbing something fast food, and then you get home and then you're starving, then you go to your cupboard, you grab a cookie, you grab a cracker, you throw some peanut butter on a cracker or something and thinking that's pretty healthy. That's pretty good. But really, no good nutrients in that, basically. Right? You're not feeding and fueling your body, and your body will give you signals telling you, you haven't fed me properly today, right? Because when your cells are not being fed properly, how do you expect your organs to stay healthy? How do you expect your glands to be healthy and produce the hormones properly, right? We're talking about your hair, your nails, your skin, your digestive system. Your brain needs good fats. So for somebody who's like really decreased their fats or think I don't want to be fat, so I got to greatly decrease my fat. Or you hear that oil is bad for you, but you're not thinking all oil is not created equal, right? We still need some good fats, whether you have a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil or coconut oil. And you make sure you get some avocados and maybe some, walnuts or a little bit of that too. But then, and another thing I just want to mention really quick is people worry so much about snacks. What am I going to eat as a snack? What am I going to eat as a snack? And what I often say is you eat real food as a snack. You eat real food. Like I do have little snacky things, but I also, if I'm hungry, I'll just go, eat a bit of a salad, or I'll go grab something from my fridge that I have pre-made in my fridge and have some of that. So it's okay in the middle of and also if you have 2 green smoothies a day, like one in the morning and one in the afternoon, or on your way home from work, right? So that when you get home from work, you're not super starving and you're not grabbing everything. That's a really good thing to do too, is to have 2 green smoothies a day. You're getting, like I put chia gel in my smoothie. I put ground pumpkin seeds, which are good for protein and zinc and good fats. Chia seed is a complete protein. It's high in essential fat, really good essential fatty acids. It's high in fiber. It helps hydrate you. It helps your digestive system, right? And then your green powders. If you use some good mineral rich, high alkaline green powders, that is feeding and fueling your body, helping your body to detoxify, giving you more energy, decreasing inflammation, balancing your blood sugar levels. Fresh greens are in your smoothies too, whether it's Swiss chard or collards or romaine lettuce or spinach or kale. Again, high in fiber, high in minerals, essential fatty acids, right? You want to have food that feeds and fuels your body and your cells. It's not about, I just don't have much time. I never know what to cook. I don't know this and that, right? Keep it simple. You know that vegetables and greens are healthy. If you don't have a lot of good recipes or not sure how to cook them, take one of my programs for sure, and you will learn a ton of recipes. But just notice, is it really the food or is it more your mindset about it? Do you know what to eat, but you're avoiding, or you're thinking you don't have time, or you're just not doing it, or you're telling yourself you don't like those foods, and you're telling yourself you have to live without those foods, and you're telling yourself that you don't get to have fun in life if you have to eat healthy. What is going on? And I want you to think about that. Is it really the food, or is it something within me? The patterns, behaviors, habits, the way I talk about it, the way I think about it, because that's important. That means everything, right? And then motivation. Some people, it's you find your motivation for eating healthy. And for one, I have a hard time believing that there's no motivation, because it's health. It's how you want to live. Do you want to feel good, or do you want to feel crappy? Right? Do you want to feel good, or do you want to feel crappy? You want to feel good with energy, vibrant health, being able to do the things you want, not having tons of aches and pains, like really living a life you like, looking good, feeling good? Or do you want to live feeling fatigued, tired, bogged down, sluggish, heavy, digestive issues, weight gain, not knowing how to get all of those things? Like, how do you want to live? How do you want to feel every day? And when you don't feel good, that's your body telling you something's off and you need to change some things. So then it's just like, okay, it's time for me to commit to myself, to my health, to feel good, because I want to feel good. So for those who really do want to feel good, maybe can't motivate themselves, can't stay inspired, or on again, off again, come and join my program, Body Love. Or if you beat yourself up, if you don't feel good, if you're like, I just can't do this on my own, I know I won't follow through, or I don't know how to make healthy food that tastes good, any of that, come get help from someone, whether it's me or someone else, because this is all about your health. This is about your life. There was nothing more important than this, than health, right? And then choosing to eat healthy for you. Thank you for the hearts, whoever that is. I so appreciate you. Thank you. So DianaMarchand.com/body love. Take a look at it. It's truly about loving your body now, right now, loving your life now. When you love yourself, when you have compassion for yourself, when you say, I'm only human, I'm on a learning thing. We all are learning something. We're all learning. We all have challenges, nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be embarrassed about. Empower yourself. I get to work on this area of my life right now that is challenging to me, because I'm choosing to, and I know that I want to feel better. All right. So check it out, Body Love. It's on for a really amazing, great price right now at only $222. Okay. So get in before the price comes up. It's going to go, like I said, through Christmas and beyond. We're going to start the new year out right. You're going to have no problem through the Christmas break, because holiday break, I will help you every step of the way. You will know what to eat. You will be able to enjoy all the holiday meals, because you will be working on this healthy eating most of the time, but you will get to celebrate with your family and your friends and enjoy that with no guilt, no whatever, because we're going to work on all of the mindset stuff, right? Let's stop this craziness that goes on in our head. Let's see those patterns, behaviors, and let's start making things. Let's start shifting things. Find your inner motivation. Get back to loving yourself and knowing you are worthy. And when you love yourself, you take care of yourself. And that's what you're going to choose to do. Okay. So much love to you. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know you've watched. Give me a like, give me a love, do a comment, and feel free to share this video for anybody that you think might like it. I'd love that. Okay. So much love to you. And I will see you tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. for day number 3. All right. Bye-bye.